live stream Thursday night. It's a special one. We'll get into that later, though. But I guess I'll say now it's our finally our Busch Series show. This has been like what Dom been like
Years
2
in
years
the
in the
making.
making. Yeah.
This is
2 years in the
Dom's pet
making,
project. I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, this has been an agenda from Adam, who will join us shortly, and Dom, and then it just kind of trickled its way in every single week, and it had to happen at some point. This is the time.
That's a perfect way to put it. It really was just an agenda we were pushing.
It really was. But you know what? I'm glad that we're doing it. We're gonna have fun ranking some paint schemes, and we got some of your opinions before this show that I'll show kind of after the fact. But we want you to rank the schemes along with us. We'll do that in the second half of the show. Obviously, there was a lot of NASCAR news that came out too that we'll have to talk about just because, NASCAR Media Day as well. We saw the fire suits for the first time, noticed some things that were different sponsorship wise, etc. But yeah, but again, I mentioned it briefly, but joined by Dom and Ben. Adam will join us shortly, and we're pretty sure that Rob's going to join us shortly as well. So fingers crossed, we'll have the whole gang here in a little bit. And yes, we have our decor. We're ready. Oh, Ben, love that. Love that. We all picked some pretty good cars here, so I think we're good. Sweet. All right. Let's jump into just some initial NASCAR news. Good to see you all in the chat, by the way. See, we got Bryce here.
What's up, chat?
Sup, chat? What's going on? My computer
just super chats and we'll acknowledge you more.
Hey, that's true. Super chats. We'll put you on the screen for sure if it's a super chat.
Yes, Alexander.
As long as it's appropriate. Keep it appropriate. Oh, let's put Adam in here.
Adam.
Let's hope he's got sound this time.
Sound?
Speak.
Habla español.
Okay.
I love AM radio.
Delayed. It's definitely AM radio, but we can hear you.
Yo, we got you though.
We try something with my
He's gonna come back.
He's gonna
I
come
don't
back.
think he has us though.
We'll bring him in when we can. All right. So we're gonna rank the schemes in the second half of the show. So stick around. But we want to hear your opinions on this latest NASCAR news. Let's talk about the Clash format that came out. And there's some interesting pieces of the Clash that also kind of made, I don't say headlines, but social media kind of conversation. First off, let's at least talk about the format. The things that are different is there's no single car qualifying. It's the last section of practice will count as qualifying and we'll put drivers into the heats. Other things that are different is there's only one last chance qualifying race. In the field, instead of 27 cars from last year, is down to 23, which I think is just beautiful. And then I want to hear your guys' opinion on this too, outside of the format. The intermission halftime performance, if you will, Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know. Overall, what are Ben or Dom, what are your thoughts on the Clash this year? Of course, in the comments, let us know your thoughts too.
Well, I'll stick to my agenda. It should be in Daytona, but putting that a bit past. No, at least they're trying to change it up, make it a little different.
True.
MGK being the performer, I feel like that can attract a lot of younger kids from LA. So hopefully the college students get the message that MGK is performing, and maybe they'll buy up the rest of the tickets.
True.
But I'm just so stuck in my ways that it should be a Daytona that I really just, it's kind of like a throwaway race for me personally, but just been looking at all the stats for the Clash. They only raced there 2 years, so there's not much to pull from, but the craziest thing I saw looking at the Clash stats is that Keselowski and Buescher have yet to race in the main event.
Which is wild.
There's no stats for them because they've never made the main. So RFK has yet to make their debut at the Clash.
Yeah. And I will say, we have some new stats lined up for you all for this season that should help you with your fantasy lineups, predictions, etc. Brought to you by Dom. So we'll have those up for the Clash when we do our preview show. Oh my God, is it 2 weeks from now? 2 weeks from now. So we'll do that. I'll bring up the format here if you guys can see it about the Clash so you guys can visually look at it. I know it's a little small on the screen, but nevertheless. Ben, any thoughts about the Clash? I know the biggest thing here is that fans don't have access on Saturday to the track.
Yeah, I think that's silly. Well, I'll go in order of my things.
Go for it.
Number one, there's too much text on. Like, if you have to put this much text on a graphic for a format,
Oh yeah.
there's something wrong with the format. Like, this is too this shouldn't be rocket science. This should be pretty straightforward. And I've read through it and I get what they're trying to go with, but like, this is too much. Like, this is too much already.
Yeah.
Second off, I'm still a firm believer that we need to get. Well, I'm a believer personally that we need to get Run the Jewels to do the halftime show because I think that would be the most killer and banger halftime show ever known to man.
Yeah.
But also, who said it? Oh crap, who said the thing? Oh, Hab said it. I think also Snoop and Dr. Dre would be a great halftime show because that would just be that would be a classic instantly. A certified banger, no matter what. Get some Chronic in there. Let's go back to the 2000s for fun.
Let's go for it.
I mean, we had Ice Cube do it, and it was pretty great. The thing about the fans not being there is very, 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 very silly and stupid.
Yeah.
This is essentially the All-Star race for the West Coast. Like, it's an exhibition for everyone to go be part of, and it's for the West Coast fans because probably not a lot of them can fly out to the All-Star race in May, even before when it was in Charlotte. This should be like the most fan engagement thing that they can do. Like, open up both days. They're bringing the NASCAR Mexico series. Like, they should have as many boots on the ground as they can get and as many people they can get through the gates as long as they don't break fire code.
Right.
I think that's I don't know what the official move is. I know I saw people complaining about how NASCAR was originally selling the tickets already for just the Sunday date and not a Saturday date. And I think that's dumb. Like, you should really get people in there, and you should even, like, heck, have like a Bubba block party the night after practice, like with fans. Something like, give them something. You're there for 2 days, for goodness sake. So I'm disappointed in that. For the race itself, I'm kind of excited for. I enjoy that track. I think it's kind of fun. I think the concept of putting however many cars, 20, 25, whatever it is, in the stadium, I think that's a really cool thing. And I really enjoy that. And I would love to see them maybe next year move it around. Maybe they go where the Seahawks play. Or Daytona. Maybe they go where the Seahawks play and go up to the northwest of the country. Maybe they do it in the Patriots Stadium. Maybe they do it in like Texas and wherever the not the Cowboys. We hate the Cowboys. I almost said a bad word. Wherever the Texans play, like Kansas City. Do the Chiefs Stadium.
They're looking to do something with the Astrodome. May as well throw them in there.
Why not?
We're getting, like, it's to the point now where it's this is year 3. Like, let's get some new ideas flowing, some new blood pumping.
And I just looked to, just out of curiosity, the Lakers aren't in town that weekend. The Clippers aren't playing that day.
Yeah.
The NHL All-Star Game is in Toronto that weekend.
Yeah.
So there's no sporting events going on that's going to force people into the city and cause a huge traffic jam. Like,
right.
That's the main event for sports in LA. So I don't know why they're not doing anything Saturday.
Not good. Not a good look.
I mean, my thought process, and obviously I'm not trying to speculate as to the reason why we're not having fans in the stands on Saturday, but I don't know if it's like monetary. They didn't want to open concessions another day. Something about, I don't know, whether it's monetary or whatever. I think it's a major loss, especially to fans that really haven't had a lot of exposure to NASCAR. Like, that's their time to find their favorite driver, meet the drivers if they can. There's Joey Logano brought up a huge point of fans are spoiled because of their access to drivers. And then you turn around and you don't have your fans give them the ability to have access on that Saturday. And I'm like, man, major loss. So I don't know. I do think that we should move the Clash next year in 2025. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited. Like Ben, I'm excited. I think it'll be a fun event. The heats will be much more fun, I think, than the actual event itself. And that's on the Saturday. But yeah, just a lot of people kind of angry about that for sure. Let's bring in Rob. I know he's been sitting, waiting.
Just give me Run the Jewels.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
What's up?
What's up? Did you have anything to add about the Clash before we move on?
There's too many cars in the main.
Yeah.
A great point.
Far too many cars in the main.
It's a downgrade from last year, but still too many.
That's why I think the racing there in the last 2 years, at least for the main event, has been lackluster. It's because there's too many cars. You're hitting lap traffic by like lap 5 or 10. And the track is already tight, so there's no there's nowhere to hide if you're a lap car. Also, if you put it down to 15, it would be a lot. It would be a lot more competitive.
Yeah.
I'll say that it would be a lot more competitive, even if they did like a. I'm thinking about this off the top of my head. Even if they did like an elimination format, where
That's
like
fair.
you have the 4 heats. Take that down to 20. You have. I'm thinking of this off the top of my head, but if you do it like that, where the last event has 10 cars, that might be the way to do it.
I have an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I know your idea, Dom.
I was gonna say.
I say we do poll winners only from the year before.
Okay.
You can do past champions if you want. We go back to Daytona. We do a 25 lap sprint and a 50 lap sprint. There you go.
Or
And we let it's a random draw, but they draw it out of
A
Busch.
Budweiser can.
Oh, we're going right back
Throwback.
to Budweiser. All right, I'm down.
counter offer.
Yeah.
All of that stands except we just do battle at the beach and throw them on the backstretch.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Wow.
That was so much fun.
Yeah,
We
when
should-
Kyle Larson drove Tommy Baldwin 7 New York.
Yeah.
People forget about that.
I feel like we should like almost put together like a college presentation where you have a group project and then go to NASCAR's door and present it. Let's do it. Let's put our heads together and like
It's a science
really
fair,
think
but
of-
for grown adults.
Yeah, science fair for grown adults. Ooh, Dewey has an idea. They could even split the feature into a few stages where the bottom 3 at the end of the stage get eliminated until the field gets down to around 12 or 15, because that gives everyone, quote unquote, I guess everyone a chance to get into the main event.
You're
but
not
as they go
giving
on,
anybody who starts in the back. You're not
giving them a chance.
They're not. There's no way to advance. Again,
Yeah.
you've got so many
Just turn into
cars.
a demolition derby.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to
Avoid.
avoid.
Thank
And
you,
these are guys. Some of these guys have little to no experience on short tracks.
Yeah.
And none of them have experience on tracks that short with a with a cup car.
Right.
Which is why Priest did so well last year, because he's got that experience of racing
Exactly.
on a track that
Exactly.
tight and having to manage your brakes and like knowing how to get in and out of corners that tight.
The other thing to say about it too, he knows how to race on tracks like that where he doesn't have fenders.
Right.
Mhm.
So
That's
he
true.
knows how to make
Well, you have-
calculated passes instead of just ramming,
Slanging it in.
just dooring
Can't lean on
somebody.
people.
You can ram into somebody in a modified. You've got Nerf bars, but like dooring somebody, it's done, but it's calculated. And if you don't do it precisely, it's not going to end right.
I mean, Matt brings up a point here. I think he means move the All-Star weekend, All-Star race, whatever, or not the All-Star race, but just move this to Charlotte, I guess.
Well, I think what he's saying is the All-Star race should start the season and it shouldn't be in the middle of the year.
Oh,
And just eliminate the clash entirely.
That's fair,
Um,
honestly.
I think if you're not going to do it at the All-Star race at Charlotte and make it a whole week, 2 week event, I don't think there's a point in putting it before the 600.
Yeah.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. All right. Well, we'll move on from the clash. We'll just talk some silly season stuff before we get into the tier list, because I know y'all are wanting to itching to do that. So I guess silly season, is there anything in particular that we want to talk about? I think things that stand out to me. Trackhouse got Wendy's as a sponsor. I think that's a pretty big deal. Other sponsorship news, Legacy Motor Club gets Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. They also have a partnership with Gear Wrench. Jimmy Johnson announced that he's going to be running 9 races this season as opposed to his previous announcement. I don't know. That's just the Cup Series. And I'm looking at this list and there's a lot more news, including like the Xfinity. Kaz Grala is going to be running the number 15 at Rick Ware for a majority of the season. That's a big deal, right? So I don't know. Did any of the stuff stick out to you guys?
Good for Kaz Grala.
Yeah.
And it's also good to finally get an idea of where RWR is going with that car. Solid choice.
Yeah.
I
think
had
so.
no problems with it. He I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he had a pretty, in terms of like being involved with Rex and stuff, like he had a very quiet 2023 in the
He did.
Xfinity series. So
When he
Took
runs
care
Cup
of-
cars, he runs them well too.
took
Yeah.
care of the 26 car pretty well last year. So that's I look forward to seeing what he'll do in the RWR car this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other news too that some people are mentioning Marco Andretti running an ARCA in truck, so kind of making that transition. A pretty full stock schedule this season, so that'll be interesting to see.
It's like what's crazy about that for me is he spent. I mean, it's mainly because of his name. He had great
Right.
equipment for a while, but like he spent so many years being a heavy favorite to win the Indianapolis 500, and now he's racing ARCA. It's like,
So
I mean, he's also an SRX champion, which
he is also an
Fair.
SRX. Hey, rest in peace.
Rest-
not and
Okay, ooh.
forgotten. Yeah, it's a good move for Andretti. Like, it's a good team. Bruce Cook's team has been stepping up their game. They're coming off the ARCA West owners title, so
He'll have fun. He'll have
Yeah.
fun. I think
more excited
and I
for the
think-
ARCA stuff as to the truck. So
yeah,
Is he running Spire for the truck?
no, he's running Roper Racing, which is the 04 truck.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I wouldn't.
So
be
that's why I'm more excited about the
that
ARCA stuff.
yeah.
Oh,
That's another thing.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Dude.
Daniel guy that
That
threw
was
me off.
big.
That threw
That
me
was
off.
that. Yeah, I was not expecting
expecting
that. Cool for him.
Cool
I
for him.
was-
That's it.
I was hoping they would, when they announced the 10 was gonna go back to an all-star car.
Mhm.
Or I
You
guess
expected
remain an
all-stars?
all-star car. Yeah, I was hoping they would put all-stars in the car.
Fair.
Hey, now,
But to be fair, it's also been a driver development car.
Right.
yeah,
That's why Derek Krause drove it. So
it's also cursed.
Yeah,
not when AJ Allmendinger drives it.
Fair, very fair.
you
But
can
he
put
won't
any
drive it
number
this
on
year.
AJ's car at Coda. He's still gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently at Nashville too.
Is Adam back? Are you back, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm back.
Yes.
Yay!
He's so much better
It's a
now.
Christmas miracle.
God, I love you, buddy.
So glad you're back. I was
You know,
like,
all the
wait.
trials and tribulations I've had to get on the Busch cast, I think this is worth it.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
be the
Let's
same.
make
without
sure
you.
it's let's
wouldn't
make
be the
sure
same.
it's Busch.
Yeah.
Even though it's backwards, yeah.
That hat
It
looks
looks
great,
like-
buddy.
yeah, the hat looks so
Thank-
good.
Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas indeed. God bless us, everyone.
We love that.
Except for the Cowboys.
Good reference. In other news, AM Racing is only fielding one car this year, full time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
that was
was a
very
shock.
surprising.
Big deal. So their Deegan's going to be their flagship driver in Xfinity, which I think is
Somewhat-
very
So
interesting.
did Moffitt? Was Moffitt signed on for another year before that happened?
I don't think
No,
Don't
I
think he
so.
was.
He was searching at the end of 2023.
They should
That's why he
put,
did
they
the
should-
truck race at
they should put him-
Talladega.
Mhm.
Yeah,
was
they
gonna
should
say,
put him
that
back
was
in
a
a front
searching
row
race.
truck.
Yeah.
Who's running the front row truck this year?
I don't think they have announced
Lane,
that yet.
Lane Riggs.
Oh,
Yeah,
Riggs, that's right.
That's right.
Lane.
It's good. It's a good
Yes.
pick. But I don't know. I would put Moffitt in that 34 at least, like part time.
God, give that kid a Valvoline sponsorship, please.
Please, God, please,
Perfection.
please, put it into the atmosphere.
Oh, goodness. I also heard too, and I'm not
Stanley Tools. Let's go.
Yes.
that.
Oh yeah.
I
Maybe
guess
get a
Matt
card
Benedetto's
store
deal
back.
Checkers?
fell through too. I guess is what I saw. I'm
It's
like,
still up in the air from what I've heard.
yeah.
Who?
Matt
Matt
Benedetto's
DiBurrito.
deal. Matt DiBurrito? Is that what you said?
The burrito.
Matt
The
DiBurrito.
burrito. We're kicking it back to 2018
Yeah.
now.
Like 2018, 2017, yeah.
Oh my God.
Jokes were going.
Yeah.
Time machine.
My guess is still he's gonna run part time in the 16.
That's my thought process too, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or the 10 or both.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or he
So-
bought a pen.
Or he learned how to write.
Or he's
Oh,
going
what
to
am I-
Chipotle to make
Pen ran out of
burritos.
ink.
Hey.
That's great. What a great comment.
Wow.
Pen
The pen ran out of ink. I love that. Oh, and true. Alexander brings us up. Frankie Muniz said something about running something in February. Like he posted.
Yeah, they're rebooting Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, that's
That's
probably
it.
what it
That's
is
the news.
because nothing's still
Rusty-
been announced yet.
Rusty Malcolm lives.
Yeah, it's gonna be the day of the Xfinity and ARCA race. They're just running a live action Malcolm in the Middle on
Exactly.
ABC.
Actually, the announcement. No. He is running a race, but the catch
I
is
know where this
Brian
is going.
Cranston is his crew chief.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Rusty Malcolm lives.
I would love to see Brian Cranston at a NASCAR race.
It'd be so
That'd be
much
pretty
fun.
sweet.
That man looks like he gives the best hugs.
That's the reason why. I love that.
I don't know. He seems like a really nice guy.
Do you guys feel like it's time? Is it time?
Is it time?
Is it time? I think it's
I
time.
wish I had a can with me. I was gonna get a can of seltzer and crack it open.
Head for the mountains. Hey.
Happiest day of their lives.
Wow.
Head for the mountains of Busch.
I don't
Head
think
for the mountains of
your shirt on camera?
Busch.
Yeah, hold on. We have to spotlight this. Not spotlight me. We have to spotlight this.
Hello.
Shirt. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dedicated.
There
This
it is.
Bring it back.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
We love that.
Camera.
So basically now this show from here on out, unless we want to like dive into some more news, which I don't think we will, is going to be Busch Series focused. I don't know. Do we want to start off with the paint scheme ranking like right off the bat? Do we want to go for that?
We may as well go right into it, Taylor.
Let's just go right
Heck
into
yeah.
it. Let's hold on. Okay.
Look at the into it.
Let me make sure that I have the right tabs up. But yeah, so we all
Here we go.
collectively put in what we thought were the best paint schemes from the Busch Series into a tier list. You all also ranked your own on that tier list as well, and I have the results of that and what ranked the best or whatever from Tier Maker. So pretty cool. But this, Rob's face is so close to the screen. This is what we've got. Let me see if I can make this
bigger.
better.
Oh my god, it's so tiny on my.
Wait, we have a war crime that's being committed right. Oh, never mind. I take my words back.
Yeah. I was like, hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
So let me
Right.
explain our tier list here in case you guys are like, what is your ranking system? This makes no sense.
Oh.
So if you have been a fan of our show for a while, C stands for Busch, and that's our S tier here. I can't explain how or why. It's just how it is.
Okay. No, so
Welcome to
here's
Whose
why.
Line Is It
I'll
Anyway?
explain.
Okay,
No,
Dom
we
will
did-
explain why.
We
Please,
did
I don't remember.
Yeah, we did best paint schemes tier list, and this was, I think it was all the way across the board. I don't think it was just the Cup Series. It might
Yeah, I
have
think it
just
was all
been the Cup
time.
Series,
It was all time.
but yeah, it was all-time best paint schemes, and we found ourselves putting car paint schemes that looked the most like they would be running in the Busch Series in the C grade. And
so that's
then
That's
it didn't matter if it was a really good looking car or not. If it shouted Busch Series, we were shouting, put it in C.
Yeah.
So this is how it all began. And now forevermore, C is for Busch Series.
So that is our S tier, and then courtesy of Rob, we have the. I think this was Rob, right? That we have the rest of the tier list.
Yeah.
So-
I came up with that the other night.
So Busch is like your A tier, right?
Yep.
What is that? Is that Bushiest? Bushiest? What is that?
It's Bushist.
Bushist.
Bushiest.
The
No,
Busch
Bushy,
Busch
no,
Series.
Taylor. Bushiest is another thing.
Yeah, I was gonna. Oh my god. Okay,
And there we are.
Bushiest is like your B tier, I guess. Bushy is C, and Busch is like D or F. I mean, I don't feel like there should be any like F ranking here because they're all.
There's
the
no
best.
failing Busch Series.
There's no
schemes.
failing Busch
No.
Series car. So-
NASCAR failed the Busch Series.
That is something that failed. That is true. So we'll kick it off, I guess. Right? Sure.
Yep.
I don't
Yep,
know.
bring it on.
Let's
Who's
start
first?
off
Can I
with
kick
hold
it?
on. I have the schemes like in this
Defer.
PowerPoint. Here we go.
Oh,
Who submitted this one? Who was this? Dom, was that
That'd be
you?
me.
Oh, Adam, that was you. Explain.
Sam Ard, legend. That's
The
it.
first
That's
Busch
all you
Series
need.
legend.
First Busch Series champion.
Yep.
Yep.
Best Busch Series driver before Mark Martin and Kyle Busch started existing.
We can't see your eyes, Rob.
I think.
Yeah, there is no Rob, only Busch.
All right.
Yes, this is a beauty. Sam Ard was the first Busch Series superstar. Cole Custer threw back to this scheme, and I want to say 18.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's simple, but it's a beauty. The number design is the paint scheme. And,
The
that's why
shadow
it's so beautiful.
the shadow on the number looks fantastic.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's also slightly forward leaning, which
Yes,
it
Yeah.
makes it better in my book.
golden.
I just want to acknowledge this man's drip of his fire suit being tucked into his white high top socks.
and it
his
doesn't
boots.
match the car in any way, shape, or
It
form.
matches the rims. It matches the rims.
It does match
It
the
does match
rims.
the rims.
Firestone tires.
my god.
Oh, that's true too. I found I got the diecast of this car not too long ago.
Oh,
Nice.
I found a 164 of it at a shop
And
in New
who
Hampshire.
doesn't love country ham?
I love ham.
ham
This
is
has got to
good.
be. This has to be I would
can't
put
see
this
the
in
picture.
either bushist or bushy.
I would put
Okay.
it in bushes just because it is such an OG car.
Yes.
Yeah, bushist.
I
It
agree.
is a Bushist car.
Okay, so bushist. All right.
To the bushist.
Next up, we have
All right.
this one.
I'll take it from here. I mean,
Go for
it explains itself. Look, this
Go
car
Cats.
may have finished dead last in its race, but it made the race. Look, the Block O, the Ohio State Block O is the number.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
what more do you want? It's an absolute beauty
Hey,
of a race.
I've never
Hey,
seen this car before. I've
I'll
never
tell you-
seen this car before.
course,
but it
Tom,
I'll
I'm
tell you
looks
something there,
great.
Dom. You can't put an M on the side of a car. They don't know what they're doing up there. If
No, you
catch my
can't. I
drift.
mean, the car would
No.
absolutely fail post-race inspection and pre-race inspection because it'd be cheating. But anyways, no, this is a beauty of a car. I really don't care where we rank this car. I looked up best Busch Series paint schemes, and this came up, and I howled. Couldn't believe this car existed. So, yeah, we could put
Who
this
drove it?
wherever. I
Who
won't be
drove this
offended.
car?
Was
Do we
that
know-
Jeff Fuller?
Hilarious.
Jeff
Okay.
Fuller?
No. Oh, who drove this thing? I forgot who drove it.
I was gonna say
Well,
former,
it finished dead last, so it really doesn't matter.
former NASCAR Featherlight Modified Series driver Jeff Fuller.
You know, it might have been Hutch Strickland.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out who drove it.
What? It was that.
I thought he owned the
This
Pro
was
Team.
Or was
this
it
was
2000?
Charlotte.
Hold on.
This was
Let's
Spring
see.
Charlotte 2000.
There
Oh.
is a rare Ohio State Motorsports NASCAR Busch Series 8x10 photo up on eBay. It looks like, from what bare minimum stuff I'm reading, the Alumni Motorsports car was owned by Jim
Jim
Lasek
Lachey
and
and
Mike.
Tomczak.
Yeah, father-in-law. I'm sorry, I don't.
Two
I'm from the
Buckeyes.
country, dude. I'm lucky I can even speak English.
English, feller.
No, they're two.
Wow, there's
Lachey
no-
and Tomczak both played for Ohio State.
Okay,
Oh,
interesting.
nice.
Wow.
His father-in-law, the guy selling this, is the one that took this photo. But it doesn't say who was behind the wheel.
That seems pretty important.
There
Oh,
was
I'm on it.
nobody.
I'm
According
appointed.
to Wikipedia, Shane Hall.
Okay.
Okay.
Shane Hall.
Interesting.
Oh, what a beauty. Yeah, you guys, again, I'm not offended wherever you could put this at the bottom. I don't care. I just thought it was hilarious that car existed. So
I
wherever.
mean, it's cool.
I think it's a Busch car.
I think it's Bush though.
Yeah, I
think
think
Busch.
it's a Busch car. It's a neat
perfectly
idea.
fine. Yeah, perfectly
NASCAR?
fine.
Okay.
Again,
I'm
I thought it was great. Had to be
Ah.
on there.
Dom, I'm
Hey.
really glad you included it though.
Yeah.
I'm really
Okay, I
glad you
got
included
more
it.
clarification on that car.
Okay.
According to Racing Reference, Lance Hooper drove it.
Lance Hooper. That's
Oh.
who. Yes.
He
Lance Hooper.
ran. He completed 3 laps and crashed.
Oh, hold on.
Crash.
Hold on.
The Ohio State way, I
This
guess.
this tweet comes from NASCAR Chasm, November 25th, 2023. The team was Alumni Motorsports. The drivers were Johnny Rumley and Shane Hall. This was in 2000 in the Busch Series, so
Maybe Lance was a substitute.
maybe.
Interesting.
Look,
God, I
it made
love
the
racing
race. I don't
sport.
care what happened
Yeah.
after
Look.
that.
I don't care
Hey,
who
just-
Somebody drove that
looking at
car.
that car beat Michael Waltrip in the number 7 Band-Aid Busch Series car to make the race. Let's just take that for a moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you're a beauty, Ohio State.
always breaking hearts.
All right, move on.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
all right. Phoenix Racing had some bangers.
Ooh, man. I like the
Also-
forward-facing one too on the side
That's
Yeah.
nice.
that goes
number-
against the stripes. I like that.
Yeah.
It goes against the stripes and it goes against the number on the roof.
Yeah.
But they're facing the
Yeah.
same. But they're facing the same way.
Can
And a
I just
goofy red
say
number?
this car does what most modern cup cars can't do, which is use that entire quarter panel to show off that logo. I love that it goes through the back window.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that's hot.
It's
Like, that
not
is
afraid-
so hot.
I feel like a lot of companies would not allow that nowadays,
Oh
no,
no,
they wouldn't.
No.
which
That's
is
so cool.
that's
just
lame.
incredibly lame.
Because that's what
Yeah.
they
Also-
did with the NASCAR for Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, and it went with the paint splatter. It's like, yeah, that's oh, this is a beauty, and I love the
Yeah.
bright red number on top. Just yeah, takes the cake. This is a great one.
When when I was a kid, obviously looking for cars at the store, when I saw this car, you would have thought someone was chasing me with a rifle. I sprinted to grab this car off the shelf.
I need it.
I need it, and I got it.
So,
and I still have it.
so another one I found not too long ago.
Yeah, this is an awesome
Dang,
one.
son.
Okay, I think this goes. This might have to go to either Buschist or Busch.
This is Busch. This is quintessential Busch.
it's
for
Yeah, I
me.
think it's Busch.
Busch
Are
is,
we? I think Buschist.
I think Busch is because I know there may be another number 1 car that appears.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I was
right.
like, we know what's
Possibly.
coming,
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say there probably is another one in it.
and we can
Okay.
reevaluate later. But we'll put it there for now.
Oh, Taylor's doing this in numerical order, I think.
I am.
Okay.
Oh well, hey, here's the next one.
Here we go.
All right, let's
What-
see.
Can't count.
Hold up. I should have been prepared.
Oh,
Okay.
but is it on the Charger body?
It is.
Oh,
It was the best. It was the best photo of it I could find.
this is a certified hood classic.
This car, I mean, first of all, A plus for the company's logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that company
Yes.
logo is great.
Just good
Yeah.
lord.
Mikusuki had a really
Woo.
good
Yeah.
logo.
This thing's red
Mexico
hot.
is awesome.
Doesn't have the Dodge Ram or say Charger on it, so like you have
That's
to
the
really
best
know
part.
that it's a Charger.
That's
It
my
looks like a
favorite.
generic car off of NASCAR.
This was I think this is at Watkins Glen.
Yeah,
And
that
I know
looks
I know the driver Scott
Look
Pruitt.
at the clearance.
Yeah, that thing
my
is
God.
That boy's up in the air.
that boy's riding high.
That's my favorite part about low budget technically back marker teams is when they don't have the context for Dodge or Charger and it's just like a flat black car with
Just
the nose.
like
that you can-
the
Oh, yeah.
angle,
Love
like
it.
I love this paint scheme, love it so much. But the angle of this picture makes it look like a dune buggy.
It
Oh,
honestly
I love-
does.
So
Look at the
awesome.
yaw on the back of the car. Like that
Really
right rear's just hanging out, man. I love it.
The
Loose
other
dogs.
the other thing about this scheme is it never changed. When it
Yeah,
was
and
in
it
the
was
Busch
perfect
series,
all the way
when it
through.
was in the Cup series, this scheme never really changed. There was a red version, but
Yes.
other than that, this scheme didn't change, and it never had to.
Banger.
Oh, breaking
That's
news! I've got breaking news.
Oh, what?
NASCAR will open the grandstands for free for Saturday in the heats at the Clash.
Oh,
We
nice.
bullied them into doing it.
We did something.
We did it.
All right, now
We
bring back
saved the
Busch.
city.
Wow.
back-
While you're at it, while you're at it,
While you're at it, bring back Busch Grand NASCAR.
Clearly
Bring
we-
it
bring-
back.
clearly we have pull. Clearly
have
we have
pull.
pull.
The fact that they didn't do it in the first place is so stupid. So the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, the account that said we heard you, see you Saturday, February 3rd. I'm like, we shouldn't have had to have begged for that. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that they made it right.
Okay, we can go back. Sorry, I just saw
Sorry,
the Bob
okay.
Proctor's
No,
tweet.
that's big
That was-
news.
yeah,
That's
had
big
to-
news.
Also, to put things in perspective, this scheme won both in the Cup Series and the Busch Series in 2009.
Yes, it did.
Wasn't
I
doing
saw this
nationwide
car
anymore.
win a race.
It was Mike Bliss,
did.
Rain
Yeah,
Short,
it
and
was
Scarlet
Mike Bliss.
Race.
Yep.
I watched that live on
Now
TV and
listen,
I was
I-
never
I-
so happy.
I give you mad respect, Rob, for getting one that is technically a true Busch Series car. I see it's got the Busch Series contingency on it because I know it ran nationwide. As
Yeah,
well.
I didn't want to find because there were a lot of good photos of it from the Nationwide Series, but
Oh,
I didn't.
I
wanna-
liked when they moved it to the Monte Carlo personally, but this is still awesome.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good, but I think
Yeah, I'm cool with putting this up high.
This is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
this is C. This is C for me.
You have this at C.
Wow.
This is a banger, son.
did
I was
wait.
thinking Busch.
Let me ask something. Did this scheme win other than that 2009 race?
No.
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Sauter never won with it.
I don't believe so.
Okay, then that makes me put it at Busch because it never won.
Busch.
Busch.
Y'all
Whoa,
are
you're
haters.
promoting it that low?
No.
It's number 2.
Busch.
Number 2.
Oh,
That's
sorry, I thought
Bushy.
you just said Busch, and I'm like,
We
excuse
extended
No.
the H's.
No. Yeah, we emphasize the H's, Taylor.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not
Some
we're not
words in the
scrubs
alphabet.
here. We're
Yeah, I
not
was like,
scrubs
pardon
here.
me.
Haters.
Busch.
So Busch.
Haters, Ben,
Come
we're
on.
putting it second tier.
Put
I
it on
know that
number
one.
2.
It is God tier, and I will not stand for this slander.
It's God.
Right
Well,
here.
Listen, Ben. The list is fluid. The list is fluid. We can come back.
We can come back to it.
You can always come back to it.
This is not a democracy. This is an
okay.
oligarchy, and I refuse.
Oh no. Okay, so I didn't add the next scheme into my PowerPoint slide, so that's a miss on my part. But Dom, do you want to explain this one?
I mean, listen, you don't need to look at it up close. It's the AC Delco car. It's Dale Jr.'s AC Delco car, back-to-back Busch Grand National Champion, 1998, 1999. I know Harvick ran it with the number 2. It's debatable which one looks better. I gave it to Dale Jr. because he went back-to-back with it.
I got to go with the 2.
You think the 2 looks better? Okay.
I like the 2. I think the 2 looks slicker on it, honestly.
It's back there.
But
can you pull it up?
You got broken in on.
Hold up.
Rob is going to demonstrate what the 2 car looks like.
Hold on. I just don't want my headphones to.
Oh, I can see it.
I'm so jealous of your
Alright,
display.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Is that a
That's
chrome
better.
finish?
No.
Okay.
It's if anything, it's like a slight galaxy finish, but I
Okay.
think that's just how the scheme was.
Gotcha. Yeah.
is
That's,
that the
but yeah, this-
championship winning one?
Yeah, this is the 2001 championship version.
I have
Yeah, I do.
64 of that.
it looks better on that Monte Carlo body too. What was I? Yeah,
Tell
I
me.
just
2001.
because Dale Jr. went back to back. That's why I gave him the nod, and that one was first.
That's okay.
But
I'm really stretching here, guys.
that being said, since it's not the 2 car, we can
my
put it down to Bushy or Bush.
Yeah,
That's your guys' call.
Bushy.
I think Bushy.
Bushy. Shout out Junior.
Yeah,
Now when Dale Jr. ran that as a throwback on the 88, that was pretty slick.
that looked really, really good. Yeah, no, I agree.
This next car, I mean, we don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need an introduction.
Homie's got it.
We
got it.
Just
got it.
put it
hold
to
this.
see.
This was the reason why I put this one on the list is because I played my first NASCAR game was NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. And I
Okay.
only drove this car. Never drove any of the Cup cars. I only drove this one. And I was unstoppable at Old Raceway in this car.
Is that a special finish?
No, they just got the blue wrong.
They got the
Yep.
blue wrong.
No,
Okay.
Every
Yeah,
single one of them is
Because
incorrect.
I have the 164, and I've always wondered, I'm like, do I have like a special version of this?
no, they got
or
the blue
what
wrong.
happened?
But no, the story behind this car too is the Busch race at Daytona 2004 rained out on Saturday. And then Sunday, Dale Jr. wins his first Daytona 500 and then had to sober up to come back Monday and race the Busch race. And he won it.
Yep.
So that's why I put this one in over the 2002 Oreo car. But I mean, come on.
Yeah, this is
What-
This is C.
What
this is a
sponsor-
no-brainer C.
What
No-brainer
sponsor
C.
shouts Busch Series more than Oreo Ritz? Come
Nope.
on.
This is a Bush for me. It's not a C. I think the 3
Take it
Oreo
back.
one is better.
Take that
I think
back.
No,
Oh,
I'm going to
man.
stand by my.
No, listen,
think the
I
3
agree.
Oreo one's
I
better.
agree. I think the 3 Oreo looks better,
It does.
but my personal story on this 8 car is why I put it in over that one.
I think we should put this and the 3 together.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'd say
What are we doing?
Like
We
enough
can
in there.
come back. We can come
We'll
back.
come back. Okay, we'll put it in Bush
Yep,
for
yep.
now.
Yeah, because we don't know what the
And then
the
Ben
threshold is
and I
here.
will present our arguments to see which one
Okay.
goes into C.
reason will prevail.
Beautiful. All right.
Oh, Ben has the next one.
Oh God, this car. This.
This
It's literally
car.
the Ford too. Okay. This
Who needs
is
flames when you've got chocolate milk?
Who needs flames? That's like the best. Who needs flames when you have chocolate milk? I'm also partial to this because this is my fellow Kentuckian Jeff Green. Shout out to the borough, good old Owensboro. This is banger. This is quintessential 2000s. Won the championship in 2000 with the Chevy. This is the Ford, basically the same scheme. I think the Chevy had a little bit more detail on the back end towards the quarter panel and the tail. I love this car so much, man. It makes me so happy.
What I love about this one is if you look at the number 10 from the Cup Series, it's got like especially like the Valvoline 10, it's like a very like electric number, like super prominent. Look at the font on this number 10. Like Only the Busch
it
Series.
matches. It
Yeah.
matches
And it-
Nesquik.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Like
this
I'm
is
almost
just-
convinced they use the same font.
has to be.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It has
well,
gotta be.
this font is so hard to find. There's only one example of it that I found for iRacing, like ever.
Yeah.
And it's not even exactly the same, but I love this car. I was a Nesquik kid. We were poor, so we would mix that pattern of that crappy milk from Kroger, and it was my childhood, man. It was the greatest thing. So
Yep,
this
I grew up on Nesquik too.
It's so good.
Listen, I'm okay with this going C.
Me
this is
too.
C tier.
I think, especially for when
It's-
we grew up with the Busch Series, like this was integral to our childhood.
It was.
I had a pair of the Nesquik Racing sleeping pants as a kid, so that's gotta be a C
Really?
level for me.
Golden.
That's
Nice.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's badass.
Oh, dude, they were so comfy too. It was like that real soft material.
Damn.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
sleep.
definitely
with
C
those on.
tier. Let's see. Next one.
God, I love that car so much.
Oh, listen, I like this one because I grew up on the DeWalt 17, a yellow and black 17, and then you see this thing in the Busch Series, same exact number font 17, same exact driver, and it's bright red and white. I was like, what is this thing?
That really was the charm of the Busch Series.
Yeah,
Is that you
and
saw
imposter cars. They were imposter
exactly.
cars.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I love this one. You could argue the Dish Network cars too.
I like the Dish ones.
I like
26 the 26 Dish car was really good.
The Oreo car.
Wait.
The double stuff Oreo.
Double stuff. Yep,
Yeah, that one was hot.
that one.
But I love the Arby's car. Again, I have no preference where this one goes. I love the idea of take a car that you're very used to and very focused on. Like we'll have one coming up.
I really like this car, but I think it should go in Bushies.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think
Bushy.
Bushy
Yeah.
is because I do think it's on the similar level to the AC Delco car.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just it's a staple, but it's simple.
And you're so used to seeing a car with that number font in a very specific paint scheme, and then you see this, and you're like,
Exactly.
"Holy crap!"
Which also brings us to
Next up, yes,
next
Yeah, I
up.
was gonna say
And again,
this is giving the same vibes.
that's a very. I mean, this is a quintessential Busch Series paint scheme.
This is what I think when I think
that
Busch
thing.
Series.
That
So
thing
this
looked
is
really
this is a
good.
Denny Hamlin one, but I mean, most people think Mike Bliss with the 20
Yeah.
car.
I
but
might go a
love
little
this car.
farther back with that car. I remember when that was the 21 Rockwell Automation car.
Right.
Was it Mike Dillon?
Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Dillon. Yep.
I think Mike Dillon was in that car. Yeah.
I also love just how obnoxiously large the 20 is on the side.
Yeah.
Huge.
And it's
I am a hoe for large numbers.
yeah. This thing is sweet. Just gonna walk past that one.
I appreciate that, Rob.
What?
But
Never
again,
mind.
the other thing I like about this too is holy contingency sponsors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the
Holy
days,
crap.
baby.
Load it up, baby. Load it
Although
up.
This
if
is
you-
like
if-
the Menards car of its day.
If you
Honestly,
really want to,
yeah.
if you want to look at contingency sponsors, watch the mods.
Good point.
I also like to if this was on a short track, the Ribestus sponsor on the grill would just completely get wiped out by
Oh yeah.
Yep.
a brake hose.
What are we thinking?
I'm cool with this going either Bushist or Bushy.
This is
I-
a Busch
Busch.
for me.
I was gonna say I like Bushist.
I'd say bushy, but we can go bushes.
We're all like in between here. Yeah, let's go right in between. We can come back
The
to
next one,
The
the
next
next one,
one's pretty
this-
easy.
the next
Yeah,
one might be
the next one's
Allow
pretty.
me.
this
The
might
next
be an
one's
easy
pretty
C
simple,
tier.
to be honest.
Oh,
C tier.
this
Yeah.
car.
We've got
C tier.
we've
Oh.
got
I loved chocolate as a kid.
hold up,
This is also my
Taylor,
favorite.
Taylor, I'm gonna join you.
What a car.
I'm gonna
Hold on,
join
I
you.
can't-
It's not
Do
the
it.
same scheme, but
Okay,
Is it the 04? Let's see.
hold on.
I think it's the 04.
We're going for it.
Got too many diecasts off on the shelf now.
Oh, is that the Take 5?
Ooh.
the
Oh,
Take
I-
5 car. Yeah.
Oh, we all of here. Hold
Yeah,
on.
baby.
Wait,
All
we all
right.
have different, you have the
Everybody
base
throw
one.
the
I have the 50th
21.
anniversary or the 35th.
I love that.
Take 5.
Oh, there we go. Let's focus.
That's great. You have the base one, Taylor. He has the Take 5, and I have the 35th anniversary one.
Are these all
Honest.
05? Is everybody
Let me
else's
see
05?
Ben's. Can you pull up Ben's?
Yeah, I got Ben's. I got you.
So this was the RCR 35th
Oh, love that.
anniversary.
For now?
Yes.
Oh,
Hot.
nice.
I bought this at Charlotte at the 600 weekend for like $40, and the guy was so happy. Like he
Nice.
gets out, I was so happy.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you the last time I
Nice.
bought cars at a race.
Hmm.
this is dangerous. But yeah, it's the Reese's car.
See.
See.
Pull up that picture of the
Excuse
actual
me,
car,
this is 04. I apologize.
just so we can see.
Just so you
that beauty.
know.
Oh my gosh. what a beauty.
No. That orange,
Ah.
that orange is so close to fluorescent, but it's not.
I know.
Ooh.
What I also
Yes, it is.
loved about what I loved
Mhm.
about this car is Harvick's fire
Thank you.
suit had so many Reese's logos on it. So he had big Reese's up front, of course, had his Busch Series and all of his other contingencies, and then had 2 Reese's right above it, then had Reese's on the top, and I think he had Reese's on the sleeves too. It's like it was everywhere on
Wow.
him.
That
It was so
21, that
obnoxious.
21 in like the mid 2000s had
See,
fire.
C.
Oh, it's C.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt.
All right. Let's see. Next one.
This one was interesting because when I looked up Busch schemes, I had never seen this,
That's
Yeah.
Kenny
and I
Wildcard.
just really
Oh.
liked it. No, this is
I'm a Coors man.
Or no, that's Jason Keller. Jason
it
Keller.
is Jason Keller. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 22 that Kenny drove, but
That's a sweet.
Yeah. I liked this a lot. It's like it's a throwback without exactly being a throwback. Forward facing numbers is always a win for me.
Mhm.
I don't really
This is a modernized throwback.
I don't really care where we put this. I just really like the car.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
I don't like it.
And then
All right. Well then. All right, Taylor.
Well,
Fine.
okay.
Taylor's like, it'd be a lot better if it said body armor on it.
Maybe. Maybe
Could
not.
be, might be.
I don't know. Like I feel with the rest that we have, it's not my favorite in our list.
Oh, we can put it in
Oh,
Busch. I don't
yeah.
care. I just say it was
I
just
think
one
it's
that
Busch.
like I
Busch.
hadn't seen.
Busch. I mean,
Yeah,
it's still a nice car, but
I'm
I
down,
just
I'm down with that. I'm also I'm somebody that did not like the Taurus.
Yeah.
Fair.
And those things, it probably would have looked better on a Fusion.
the next one's mine. Is this Casey Atwood?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that
Yep.
is so cool.
It's a-
PTX.
With
The
no,
no headlight
headlights.
decals.
No
Oh,
headlights.
I love this one.
It's a classic. That's a classic.
Yeah. I was
I
scrolling
remember watching
through
that car
scenes
flip.
and I was like, oh my god,
Yep.
this is gorgeous.
Casey Atwood.
Yeah, that car
Epically
took a.
flipping at Daytona. That was like the greatest rollover I had seen in my
That
young
thing-
mind.
That thing
when it
came
happened.
apart, man.
Yeah.
It did.
That thing disintegrated.
Yeah. It didn't look like that.
But when she was intact, she was awful pretty.
Oh, what do you-
Castro
All right.
cars are just nice in general.
well, no,
Yeah, those
that's
Castro
true.
cars look good, man.
Yeah.
Bush or Bushist?
Bush.
Busch.
Yeah, I would put it in Busch.
Yeah.
Yes. Lovely.
All right. This one I saw a lot on Twitter when we were asking about like favorite Busch Series schemes and stuff like that. I think Adam is the one that brought this one up.
This would be it, and I got
Chaos.
the right information. Yes.
This
Car
Jeff Purvis-
screamed chaos, and just seeing that it was a Pontiac Grand Prix and not the Chevy that they had ran previously. They would only run Pontiacs on super speedways, and then they would revert back to Chevys.
Look at
But
the
for
nose on that thing. Of course they would.
2003, they went full-blown Pontiac, and this car I loved it. Loved it.
Looks
Fell in
good.
love with it. Still looking for a big version of it. Not online. Trying to find it in person. 'cause
Aside
I'm a
from-
You gotta get a
traditionalist.
custom.
But yeah,
Aside from its just
Probably gonna be.
outrageous paint scheme.
yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Pontiac all the way down the B post.
yes.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
In case
nice
you
touch.
forgot.
This is a Pontiac.
Yeah.
Two things.
This thing is just, oh my
Uh,
gosh.
Number one, Adam, I found the Kevin Grubb Chevy on sale for eBay right now for $29.
Yep, I've seen that one. I want the
Okay.
Pontiac. It's gonna have to be a custom.
Well, I was just trying to help. I'm sorry.
I know.
Um,
I know. Hey, I love you too.
Second,
buddy.
second thing, this has nothing to do with anything. I just want to note, and Dad, I love you. But my dad says Pontiac.
Pontiac.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Pontiac.
I've heard that before.
Pontiac car.
Pontiac, yeah.
So I just want to share. This is a classic scheme.
It is. It's fun. It's
It is.
quirky.
I mean, Busch or Bushist. I'm cool with one of those two.
I lean towards Bushist.
It's just so outrageous. Like
Yeah.
it could only live in the Busch series.
Wait,
fair.
now
Things like-
hold on. If we're talking about it being outrageous would mean it should be C.
Oh my
I'm not putting that. I'm not putting it next to. I'm not putting it next to the.
Yeah, but I
No.
mean,
21
it's
or
not
10.
an I. It's
Nah,
not.
I'm
Is it
okay with it.
iconic though?
Bush
Yeah.
is-
Did it ever win a race?
Is it iconic?
Did you
Wait,
ever
did
win
it
a
ever
race?
win a race?
I don't think so.
Ooh. David Green might have won a race in it, but I can't. Don't take my word for it. I'm cool with Bush's.
Chat might know. Let's put it in the middle, and we can come back to it. This is a
Hey,
fluid list.
I'm cool with that.
It's a fluid list. We're good. It's all
My
good.
feelings ain't hurt. I'm not sore.
My conscience is clear.
All right.
Oh,
Next one.
Here's a car that liked to win a lot.
That one.
I like this one just because the number is just so not Penske.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
That's why I enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, but it looked good. It looked good on the 22. It looked good on the
Oh yeah.
12.
Here we go.
Yep.
Didn't
Look
know.
good on the
man.
77.
Thank you, Dewey.
Yeah, this car
Wow.
won those races. There we go. Thanks, Dewey.
Did not know that.
Paint scheme expert, Dewey.
I knew it.
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna
And
say-
it was in the Pontiac.
Next time we do a paint scheme tier list, Dewey, we have to have you on the show.
Yes, Dewey.
I know we hate the watermarks, but hey, shout out Brian Bear. Great picture, Brian. Great picture.
Brian, great job,
That's
Brian.
great
If
picture,
you,
Brian.
if you notice,
Way to
if
go,
you
Brian.
notice, most, if not all, the photos I took were from Getty.
Yeah.
because it's just a photographer thing where I'm like, I need to like credit
Oh yeah, yeah.
There you go.
whoever took these.
I like. I do like that they did bring the Miller Lite logo into the Busch Series just because it's Kurt's car,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
doesn't fit the car at all, and that's why I love it.
The car they would throw an ATYL logo on the back.
It
in that
could have
same
it
spot.
could have worked without it, but they put it there anyway.
The yellow rims.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Yes.
this car is gorgeous.
yeah.
It's the gorgeous.
Dewey. Shout out to Getty. That's fair.
Here's the picture. Yeah.
He speaks the true.
Ooh. So, where do we think this one falls?
I like that
Well-
in Bushy or
Bush,
I
yes.
think just Bush.
I was
I'd
well-
go Bushy, knowing that that car won a bunch of races.
yeah. I'd go Bushy.
I think Bushy.
Okay. All right.
I'm really sad because I thought I wasn't going to be here tonight, and I've
All right.
now remembered a bunch of Bush schemes that I really love, and I cannot add to this. So
no, it's okay, buddy.
Me
Episode
too.
2 is coming out next month.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be a second episode. I
Yeah.
can guarantee it.
So
But we can't
everyone,
use these, which
let's everyone just sit back and Rob, you have the floor for this one because we know what this one means to you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
As a 10-year-old boy who saw the Target car at the Daytona 500 for the first time, and that is the first time I think I fell in love. And I was like, who is the driver of that car? Like, that's going to be my new favorite driver. Because I was like, when I started watching NASCAR, I was a junior fan, just because like my dad was a junior fan. I was like, oh, he seems cool. And then I saw that Target car. I was like, who is that? That's going to be my new driver. And if I had become a fan 2 years earlier, I would have been a Casey Mears fan for life. Like my best friend liked the Target car too. So he was a Casey Mears fan. But no, this was driven by Reed Sorensen. And 2007 was a decent year for him. He got some top tens. He won a pole at the Brickyard, but it wasn't, it was honestly, it was probably his best year, which is kind of a bummer. But there was one race at Gateway, and earlier that week, He threw out the first pitch. I forget whether it was at Wrigley or Busch Stadium. I think it was at Wrigley. It had to have been Wrigley because of the sponsor. But anyway, he took this car and stomped him at Gateway. I don't know what stronghold this man had at Gateway, but he was scary good. This is when he won in this car in 2007. That was his second win at Gateway. He went on, he finished second, I think, in 2009. And then he almost won in 2010. Anyway, the dude was killer at Gateway. And when Gateway was added to the Cup schedule, I was like, this was done like 12 to 15 years too late. Because I am convinced if you would have put in a competitive Ganassi car and Reed Sorensen in that car, he would have had a Cup win at Gateway. Anyway, I love this scheme. I know it is the simplest scheme known to man. But I don't care where this goes. But I love this car.
Hey, it's in the best of the best list.
It's up there because you look at all the other paint schemes and then it's just a bright yellow car with bright red numbers. Like you
knew what it was. It was like even if this was driving next to the Menards car, like you knew which was which.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I love this car. I like this at either Buschist or Bushy. Personally, I'm cool with it going to Buschist. It's a beauty.
Same,
and
honestly.
It's just iconic. Who doesn't love juicy fruit?
Yeah. Come here. Middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were there.
He's right. They should never kicked him out of that 32. I will always be upset about that. One day I'm getting a custom diecast made of that Road America car.
You're gonna make T-Mac a millionaire, dude.
Dude, I was talking to him earlier today. I was like, "What's your cap on orders?" Because like I don't want to wear you out.
That's fair. Well, I guess. I know. Shout out to Trenton, T-Mac. He makes custom die cast. We love him. First off, friend of ours, and two, like his work is impeccable. It's so good. So if you need custom die cast, best custom.
What's his handle again?
T-Mac 84
on Instagram or
Twitter.
Hold on.
It might be the same on Instagram. He's working on he's working on the two Mid Ohio cars for me.
I've seen this guy kick around. He's a good dude.
Yeah, no.
He's a good dude. He's got
right.
fire stuff. Like that car looks like it came straight out of like the Lionel shop.
Yeah. He also he designs paint schemes too for Howie DeSabino. Nice. So there's full circle. But no, just shameless plug on the side. If you need customs, he's your guy. Anywho, let's go on to the next scheme. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm on the right tab here.
I just realized his cover photo. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Cool.
He knew the assignment.
He did. He got it.
Ooh.
All right.
Blurry.
It was a little blurry.
Yeah, well,
it's old.
That's a blurry.
Photo. Who was this? Was this Adam? Did you submit this?
This is me.
Yeah,
this is me.
Like
another David Green classic banger.
This is Bobby Labonte.
My Kentucky boys.
Shame Jim.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, it's another champion-winning scheme, so that's why I found it, picked it today. Let's rate it. Let's rank it. I'm fine with it being in Bushy, Buschist. Doesn't matter. It's nice. It's classic. It's clean. You can read the sponsorship. It would have been awesome if they could have ran a Macho Man style version of it, but that was before everybody was really, really into doing alternate paint schemes. But it gives me a big oh yeah vibe.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Let me tell you something about the Slim Jim car.
I really like the Busch Series scheme. And we're gonna make this the best series NASCAR's ever seen.
This is clearly a C tier car.
That was a really good impression. I'm really proud of that.
That is such a great impression. It's so good. I don't know. What are we thinking, gentlemen?
I say Busch.
Busch.
Okay,
that's fair.
Busch. Join the Buckeyes.
I'm excited for what's next.
This next
Yeah.
car, I'm very
Ben,
specific
you
about
take
this
it away
car.
on this one.
Oh, this.
I may have found this car, but I would love for Ben to speak on it because
No, I do it if I get to speak. First off,
I added
wanna
this to
say
the
Adam-
list.
Okay, well, both of you, thank you.
No, you go for it, Ben. I just wanted to say this
you're
car's
good.
beautiful.
This
love this
man
car.
is my king. This man is my Roman Empire. If we're gonna be honest here, Mark Martin
There's
is
definitely
the
enough
goat.
lore.
Oh, this car is
car is so
incredible. This was just
hot.
basically. So, for those that don't know, Mark Martin had beef with Roush, almost quit at one point in time. Like, Roush had him on the phone crying. And finally, after conversations, they let him set up the cars the way he wanted to for the Cup Series. And part of the deal was, if me set the cars up for the Cup Series and we'll win races, and you let me pick my team for the Busch Series, we'll go out and dominate. And he did. And he was the most winning Busch Series driver until Kyle Busch took it away in whatever year that was. Like, I
2011.
can't remember.
One of those years.
Yeah.
2011.
Wow.
One of those years. But this 60 Roush car, I know everyone like younger than me, which sounds weird to say at 26 years old, thinks of the 60 car as cursed because it has been. Cindric was cursed in it. Whoever else drove that car that year was cursed in it.
It's
But
amazing.
this-
It's amazing that
Briscoe,
it leapfrogged because it was Mark Martin, then it was Carl Edwards, and still they only know about the.
You're missing someone.
You're missing somebody.
You're missing someone.
We'll see
the
who
Biff.
next.
It's Biffle, right?
He'll
Yeah,
be
that's
next.
right.
His car is next.
Yes, it is.
This is a
So-
C tier car.
See,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
100%.
That's
I have a
probably the
T-shirt of
best
this
version
car.
of
I
it,
would
too.
sell my soul for this car IRL.
And there's other versions of this car where there's like not the checkered flag pattern on the hood.
No,
I like this
this
one
car
better.
good variations.
Yeah.
I just
Hold on.
Also, that
Go up,
version
everyone-
of
I
the
think
Ford
it's-
looks
I know.
clean.
I know. I'm sorry. Moving it.
no,
Hold on.
no, you're fine. Hold on.
Got it. Yeah.
Everyone go look up. I think it's 1994 Bristol. I think it's 94. Maybe it's 92.
Oh, yeah,
remember-
94. I think. I know
Yeah,
what you're talking
1994
about.
Mark Martin Bristol. Go look that up and go educate yourselves because that's the funniest
it-
moment.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Oh,
another good one.
Another one.
I know I've
Uh,
said this like 3 times already, but I also just found the 164 of this car.
That's sweet.
this is one of those you got to see it in person.
Yes.
It looks
Truly respect how hot this car is.
good. Speaking of hot,
And
look at the hot pink tape.
I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
dope. I love that.
exactly.
That was that
Fun
old
fact.
Exide battery tape that they had laying around at the shop.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that's true.
I think it actually was because this was
Gotta be.
that was 2003
Yeah.
because the Keller car has the orange numbers. Also, honorable mention for the 57 in the background. That was also one of my
Oh, yeah.
favorite cars as a
Shout
kid.
out
There were a lot of
Yeah.
good
God, there were so
Oh.
many of them.
Keller cars. That
Mhm.
There were so many
we
good
don't have
cars just in the early 2000s from the Busch Series.
I didn't
Yeah.
put it. I thought about putting it on the list, but the JJ Yaley Vigoro
Vigoro?
Home Depot car
yeah.
that just made
Jimmy
no
John-
sense, but it was a car anyway.
That
Yes.
the 59 Kingsford that Jimmy Johnson drove.
That one was
Yeah,
good.
we're gonna have to Taylor. We're gonna have to do another one of these.
Taylor, we're gonna have
Oh.
to definitely do a part
Be
2.
back.
Marking it down. We got it.
And I think we should do one where it's a special where we do post Busch Series, but there's still Busch Series. Because
Yes.
there are
Yeah.
some mid 2000s or mid.
There are some great nationwide cars that could
Yeah,
be.
there are
awesome.
some good
Oh my
nationwide
God, yeah,
cars.
there are.
From like 2008 to like 2013. There were some fire cars,
Mm-hmm.
I
and
have
almost
one.
all of them were Turner Motorsports cars.
I like this one in Bush.
Bushist,
Busch.
but like high Bushist.
I care.
That's my opinion, but everyone's voting Bush.
I would say bushy.
Wow.
Bushist
Okay,
it is.
Ooh.
let's keep
Bush
it middle
is-
of the road because I'm in that category too. It evens out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we can again fluid list. We can change it.
It's fine,
Um,
I guess. Move on.
No,
Next.
not that one. Not that one. This one. Hold on. Wait. What the heck just
Well,
happened?
no, you can do that. Yeah, that one because we're numerical. We're good.
Yeah,
No.
numerical order. Just
Good.
go.
Sorry.
We're good.
Sorry.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. We got
Okay.
this.
Duraflame.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Another good one.
Yeah. Here's the. There we go. I got it. We figured it out.
If I had the shirt with me, I'd pull it out. I have. This is not the. This is the Ford version. The T-shirt I have has the Dodge when Billy Parker drove it, and it's autographed by him and Rusty Wallace. But this was after the transfer of power from Rusty Wallace Incorporated to, I think it was Bruco owned this 66 when it was a Ford. Yeah,
Good.
just another. I think it's Biffle driving this car, so I'd put two Biffle cars on there. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of an old school 66 style with the font. Timmy Hill ran. Well, no, he didn't run the exact throwback to this a few years ago. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I just like
It's
how
a
the hood
deep-
says "Log on."
Yeah, right.
very, very,
direct.
very.
That's a good pun.
2000s.
If
Very-
anything, the sponsor sells it right there. Log on.
I mean,
yeah.
listen, JTG's been putting the Kroger logo that far down nowadays. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, there are a lot of.
Bushy
that
to
one.
Bush.
Yeah, I like that one in Bush.
Yeah,
Same.
it's fun.
Good stuff.
It's a fun
I
car,
would-
yes.
would
I like
love to drive
fun.
that. Yeah,
I like
it's fun.
fun.
We're having fun.
This is fun. We're having fun. All right,
I love my
last
teammates. I love my
one.
teammates. I love my teammates.
All right, that Navy car again. Look. As
respect.
an Annapolis native, you had to expect me to drop a Navy car in here.
Oh, yeah.
So the only reason why I didn't is because I grew up on Brad Keselowski Navy, which was a nationwide series. But
The
that
white
being
one-
said,
that one
this
was
is still
good, too.
an awesome car.
And I don't know if this is from 07. This might have been 06.
That's 06.
But in 07, I don't remember the 06 cars, but in 07, the
McFarlane.
other variations of this car looked really good.
This looks sweet.
The deep blue.
Yeah.
I think was that the Blue Angels car?
Yeah. I
That,
think
yeah,
so.
that was 08
Yeah.
with Keselowski.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about the other one, not the one that had the yellow stripe, but this one was like almost just entirely deep blue.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, this scheme's great. I don't really care where it goes, but because I mean it didn't win. It ran okay, but like I don't know, it's just a really nice scheme that we didn't get to
It's
see
slick.
anywhere else but the Busch Series.
Shout out
That's-
Checkers being for a contingency sponsor.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The most random.
Checkers needs to come back and sponsor Lane Riggs. Also, Checkers has the best fries in fast food.
They do. Well, some of the best. I'll give them
And
top.
One of the
I am
best.
so upset that we don't have Checkers up here in New England. The only time
In
I can have it is
Kentucky.
when I go to like, there's like one in Maryland.
Wait,
It's
what
a
are we
cute
thinking for this
car.
one?
Can you pull up the scale again? Sorry.
Yeah.
I think
Bushy.
okay.
Bushy.
Bushist or bushy?
I think
Yeah.
Bushy. I do Bushy.
All right,
Bushy.
cool. So
so random.
this, let's just do that for now. Okay. So this is what we got tier list wise. What are we wanting to move around? Do we feel anything needs to move before we look at our final
Can we have
product?
our wait?
All
we need to
right,
have our
Ben, you have
debate.
the floor.
Oh,
Ben,
to
you
have
have-
the debate, Ben? Hold on.
So hold on. Let me. I have a. Sorry, I was not ready for this moment. I'm gonna put this link in the private chat first.
Okay.
That's so.
Okay.
That's it's the number 3 car that I was discussing earlier.
Perfect. Let me show this.
So
I
my
had-
Oh, yeah.
it has the product on the car. That's an automatic dub in my book. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it's
Oh,
better than the
that's
8.
it.
That's it. Yeah. I
Wow,
think it's
that
better
was-
Oreo scheme than the 8 car.
Well-
I get your connection though with the 8 car. Like I fully
Yeah,
understand.
I
that, but, like,
agree. I think this is a much better paint scheme.
yeah.
This relates way more to Oreo than the other one does.
Because this is what else we're talking about here.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
beauty.
Plus the 3 had the throwback with a net.
Yeah.
Like I just think it's the better of the Oreo schemes, but I understand.
That is
your
a fair point. I shall pull my argument, and I vote that
Wow.
the Mikasuki car goes to C.
Wow.
I second that motion.
Democracy.
I third.
Mikasuki's up to 3. Motion passes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm gonna
So-
see if there's any of these.
And that's
we're
the
gonna-
bottom line, because Stone
I-
Cold said so.
Let me get a
I
hell
nominate that
yeah.
the 20 Rockwell car go up to Busch.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This one- Oh,
Yeah.
That's
There-
quintessential
No.
Busch
I
series.
agree.
no.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Oh,
All opposed?
No,
oh.
Jordy.
Wait a
That's only
minute.
two.
Wait a minute.
Only two.
What?
Sorry, I'm looking on eBay and they have the 2004 edition 164 for $30.
Mm.
That's
Of what?
actually of the
Which one?
Mikazuki car.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Buy it right now.
It's actually not that bad of a
Go for it.
a deal. Don't be a bad influence, guys. Come on,
Don't do it. Save
Do
money.
it.
Buy a real
I
car.
say, I guess
buy a
we're
real
gonna-
car.
I think this list is set.
I think it's set. Okay, so this
I think it's
this
set.
is our official list. See it here. This is what you all thought. I'll pull up the. We had 36 participants, which equals 672 votes for
Heck
the list that I put up. So pretty good job, y'all. This is what you all thought in terms of which cars belong where.
We just got nothing.
So
Okay.
pretty close, honestly.
Game respect game.
This car
Yeah.
is way too low, though. Way too low.
I like how no one put anything in Bushy.
Nobody.
Couldn't
They
even
were like,
put the
nah.
Buckeyes in Bushy. I mean, I respect
Also,
you being down that
you
far.
can tell it was a younger crowd that voted on this because of how low the Samard car is.
There.
They all looked at that and said, "Oh, that's Uggo." But
Yeah, they're like,
it's
"Who
a
is
classic.
that?"
That's not
Brought
cool.
to you
is
by
that?
Spectrum and Best Buy.
It's a classic.
I also get putting the AC Delco car. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, we
That's
got the
not
wrong one. If it was the two, it would have been C all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's on me. I'll take the blame.
The Harvick too, not the Hornaday, not
Yeah,
the
the
Boyer
Harvick
two.
too.
The
Yeah.
Harvick too.
Straight lines, not the goofy teeth that they had.
Yeah.
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 Goofy teeth.
It looked like teeth.
Goofy
Oh my
teeth.
gosh. Oh, well, that was our ranking. That was fun. We're gonna have to do a part
Surprise.
2. So we'll do another one at some point, and then I'm sure we'll go into like the nationwide series. But this was a good time. Thanks everyone for joining us again on a Thursday night.
Do I not have time to go off on my one thing that I sent?
Ben, that's right. Do you want me? Oh, the picture that you sent?
Yeah, the first one.
I got you. Ooh, heck yeah. Yeah, hold on.
I just want to acknowledge that this
It's a
thing
good
lives
one.
rent free. This lives rent free in my head.
It's a
Like
Oh.
I like this one. This is
I
cool.
like this. So Steve Park ran this in the 2003 Sam's Town 300 at Vegas. This popped up on my eBay once, and I was like, "What in the cinnamon toast heck is this bad boy?" There's other words I said in my brain, but I digress. He finished fourth with this sweet machine, and to my knowledge, that's the only time this car's ever ran. But it just lives rent free in my head, and I kind of love it. So
I have the
That's
I have
cool.
the 164 of it.
I need
Lucky.
like it's on eBay right now, and I'm probably gonna pick it up. I just think it's neat.
So
quote
I will
Marge.
say there was one car I was debating on, but I think it leans more nationwide series than it does Busch series. But I thought about it. I wanted to put this one on, but
Oh, that's a nice one.
I love the
Oh.
Romeo car. But I just
Oh.
think it lives more in the nationwide series than it does the
Yeah.
Busch series.
Yeah,
does.
that's for another
came-
list.
It came
Yeah.
to the Busch series a little late.
Yeah.
It's such a nice
So-
car, though.
This was our strictly Busch
Yeah.
show. We'll
Yes.
have
We'll have obscured
We'll expand.
sponsors.
We'll have full
weird
Grand
cars,
National.
We'll have Natties. We'll
Yeah.
have Nationwide, Xfinity. Yeah, we got you.
we'll have Grand Nat night at some point.
We will.
I'm surprised. Well, first of all, are there any cars that we forgot that we wanted on the? Because the first one I thought of right out of the gate that we didn't have was the Tony Stewart Shell 44.
Yeah,
I thought about adding that one and didn't.
I
Oh,
thought
this
about that
is
when
one.
I saw
The
that's true
33
too.
Old Spice.
I
That
thought
was a
about that
good
one, too.
That's an iconic one. That's an
That was a
iconic
good
Jeff
one.
Gordon's Pepsi 24 from
Oh,
2099.
yeah.
I was gonna put the Star Wars one.
Star Wars Pepsi
Yeah.
924.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna put
we're
that
gonna have to do
one.
a
Baby
one.
Ruth, Jeff Gordon, number one.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh,
Yeah, we have to
Scott
do Grand
Wimmer's
National.
23 Siemens car.
yeah,
Robert Richardson's 23 car.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a nationwide one.
That's nationwide.
Yeah.
What are we
I
talking
also-
about? I got up for a minute. I'm sorry.
I debated on the
That's true. We didn't have any Randy LaJoy.
No.
The Grand.
Yeah.
Kleenex, baby.
I thought about putting the red,
Hornady-
white, and blue Casey Kane car that had Hellman's on the hood because that made
Oh.
sense.
Yeah. Seth Rawls, who's a buddy of mine, he had that one.
Yeah.
He had the one. He had a couple of the Everhand ones. He had
I had the
seven-
Hellman's one growing up. Yeah.
Yep.
that white, green, and black 79.
Oh yeah.
He had that one up
Oh, yeah.
sponsor. But
I think
Dang.
Adam. I think the first car we put in C for the Busch Series was the Robbie Gordon Fruit of the Loom car.
It was.
It was.
Yep.
I think that's what started all this.
It just screamed, and now look what it's done.
Yeah.
It started a whole thing.
It started the fire.
Good song.
that was good. That was good, Adam. I like that.
Yeah, we'll have a part 2. We'll do this again sometime relatively soon. We'll space them out a little bit, but not a whole lot. To where you guys are like,
always
"Let's
gotta
go."
leave them wanting more.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yes.
leaving you hanging a little bit, but not a whole
See you
lot.
next off season.
Yeah, see, we'll do it before the
Well,
next.
hey,
off.
we
have
got the
some off
Olympic break
weekends.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Busch Olympics.
Trademark it.
Sold, done. It's
All right, I'll get
Nobody
started
else
on
can take it.
All right, I'll
All
get
I
started
gotta
on
do-
the logo.
All I gotta do is add the Olympic logos to this. And we're good.
So
We're gonna see
that's-
Dom at the Olympics with that shirt on.
Yes. Yeah.
Just me holding up a sign, bring back the Busch Series.
Yeah. It's not gonna make
what
sense
the
to
heck
anybody.
is this
but
guy
us.
talking about?
He's protesting.
Oh my
What the
god.
hell's this guy's issue?
So we'll come back with this in the summer. Maybe sooner. We don't know, but just stay tuned for it. But I mean, of course, for all your NASCAR news, visit TobyChristie.com. Keep up with the latest as the season is inching closer. The Clash is in 2 weeks? We're getting really
Yeah.
close. So
Yep.
be on the lookout for more news, and of course, above theyellowline.com for our merchandise. Where to find all of these goobers on social media as well, and more about
My
what we
name
do.
changed. My name changed. Follow me.
His social media name did change.
his other one died.
Did.
Rest
Oh,
in peace.
so yeah, make
This
sure to
was
find
the
us
only car I
there.
had close to me. It's not Busch, but I like it.
Oh, I need to also have a car on the screen. And then of course, when we come back with our full-time episodes, they'll be on all your favorite podcasting platforms, recapping the races and things like that. We have our interviews on there too. So you don't want to watch our episodes on YouTube and Facebook, listen to them, but of course, follow us there, follow us on our social media pages. Everyone in the chat, thank you for, commenting tonight and putting in your input. We definitely appreciate it. We'll have a special guest on our stream next week, and the week after that, we will preview the 2024 NASCAR series with some guests as well. So very excited about it. And we will see you all next time.